In other news, as a controversy in the UK rages on over the treatment of descendants of the so-called Windrush generation, many people outside of the UK are weighing in on the debate. Many of the Windrush generation, named after the ship HMT Empire Windrush, came from African and Caribbean countries under a rule allowing freedom of movement within the Commonwealth. Many residents in the UK whose parents immigrated to Britain under the scheme have found themselves subjected to deportation because they were never issued immigration papers. Many in Bermuda have taken to Facebook and Twitter to express sympathy for those facing deportations. Bermuda MP Chris Famous, who holds parental links to the West Indies, is one of the many who believes the British government has got it wrong.
On their way to Britain, the first wave of West Indians.
Let's take it back from the beginning, Tarai. In the 1600s, Britain and other European countries basically invaded the West Indies, or the Caribbean, as some call it. They enslaved millions of Africans, and for 300 years, plantations across the Caribbean made Britain billions of dollars. That's what the British Empire was founded on, slavery. The British government and many of the British people have always viewed people from the West Indies and other quote-unquote colonists as less than, as we are the colonized people. We aren't equal to them. So for them, how they saw, whether they be persons from the Windrush or persons from India, the concept when they came to England in 1950s was that we were less than them. So these sort of policies are going to go forward from that mentality.
And as to what he thought the British government should do to resolve the situation, Mr. Famous told us
how much we value the contribution that has been made.
Well, I'm happy that this week the prime ministers from many of the Caribbean islands, including Jamaica, Barbados, and Trinidad, were in England, and they basically forced the hand of Theresa May to accept that the policy was punitive, it was wrong, and in her own words, she's going to do whatever she can to normalize the status of those persons. But let's look at it in a moral context, right? You colonized my country. You enslaved me for 300 years. You then asked my parents to come to England in the 1940s to build back your country. My parents bring me up here. I'll spend 70 years of my life here, 50, 70 years of my life here. And now you're telling me you got to go back to where you don't even know where you're from? Let's look at the moral context. Britain likes to portray itself as having this moral, be this moral lighthouse in the world. Let's do the right thing. Give the people full British citizenship.